Well, good morning, everybody. Look at this. We have a beautiful man in a Rescue Rangers shirt, by the
Ooh.
way. So that's exciting. Not often that you see somebody rocking that. We are thankful to have Mr. Ryan Doell of Gotham City Tonight. That's his jam, and he's part of Toy Anxiety.
Yeah, that one too. Good
That one
morning.
too.
Yeah. Hello.
What else are
I
you
thought when
part
you
of?
were saying Rescue Rangers, you were talking about me, by the way. I thought like the
Yeah, you're
gadget.
Monterey Jack.
Jeez.
I'll take it. I think Doell, you have the better Monterey Jack mustache.
He does.
He
does.
Yeah, but I'm definitely more Dale in personality.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's say it is. I know some people are chip people, and some people are. John. He seemed like a chip.
I'm a zipper.
Yeah,
You're a zipper.
That's like it's like the Swifties.
Yeah. Zipper reviewing this new Mofex gadget figure.
Yeah, we need Revoltech. We need Revoltech Rescue Rangers, guys.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a certain problem. I think we talked about this before, but and maybe Ryan was even in the chat. We were talking about Rescue Rangers, and like as a kid, the gadget was like, man, what a crush as a kid. Isn't that crazy?
He's up there. She is up, like, which is weird because I guess really if you're into Disney Afternoon and you like these characters, there's a little bit of furry in you, I think.
There has to be at this point. I mean, it's funny because you think about that stuff, and then Lola Bunny, like she even walks into scene like swinging their hips and being sexy. So it's like the animators are trying to make it happen.
Yeah,
you guys remember there was a Rescue Rangers episode where like it was like supposed to be like James Bond, like Dale was like James Bond, and then Gadget was like wearing like a red dress the whole time.
Oh, right.
And like back then I was like, the fuck is this? Like, what are these feelings that I'm feeling? Like, yeah, dude, that was fucked up, man. They knew what they were doing.
Where's that figure?
What well, can you tell your boys at NECA, Doell, since you're so fucking connected?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. I guess,
I
guess that's it.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess that solves that, huh?
Anything else you guys need?
Yes.
But that dress, if memory serves me correct, it was like sparkly, right? It had to be sparkly.
No, it was just like a red dress. Huh? It was like but it was like a red dress, but she also did like her hair was like trying to be like sexy hair, you know what I mean? It, like not the goggles, you know, and yeah, it was just they knew, man. They knew.
Got in her mechanics gear. She put her face on, you know, it was like, oh,
okay, yeah, this is intense.
Are you looking? Do you see it?
Yeah, this is a problem. This is
yeah, it's an issue, man. It's it was the James Bond. See, it was
we'll just screen share it so that everybody
can have this first thing in the morning.
Relive the feeling. Like we suddenly have to chat just has to leave for a moment.
No.
Yeah, it was like that. It was
God, she just beat her face with a brush, went for a tan, and just went for
it. Right. I know. But back then, guys, huh? Right?
Oh.
Doell, you have the exact same shirt as Dale.
Yeah, well, this is the energy I bring.
Oh, okay. I thought like John was like trying to like he was like reaching with his no, it's like the exact
he literally had the logo on it.
It has the logo Rescue Rangers.
Oh, I didn't even see the logo.
Well, the eyes down here, pal.
By the way, you guys are going to be very jealous of something that I have. John might be more jealous than you, but I got some art mini brand masterpieces last night.
Damn it.
And baby boys, Ryan
Night.
Yeah,
Johnny Nostalgia.
Fuck.
I got the fucking Mona Lisa.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice.
The Mona Lisa.
I
made it to the top of the mountain.
Is this a replica of the real one or a replica of the replica?
Yeah. Is it the real one? Is there brushstrokes?
What?
I don't think they have that. It's been said that the real one isn't actually on display or whatever. That it's like a copy.
Oh, because like, was somebody like throw paint on it or something? I don't know.
Someone threw soup on it. Which was that? That was
Campbell's.
obviously Campbell's. Yeah, it was a Campbell's soup, also a mini brand.
What kind of soup was it? Yeah, no, I was very excited when I got this. I got a bunch of crap in the box. John, you might want some of it. I don't like, maybe it's duplicate shit,
I guess.
But yes, guys, I've made it. I've made it, Mom.
This is the only one I've ever wanted, so now I have like the extras. And we did do some trading so that I could get this, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's true.
This is the highlight. This is, if you saw the post yesterday on Instagram, this makes an appearance in the Resident Evil review that will be out this weekend.
Oh yes, Resident Evil.
Because Leon's there's a puzzle. He's got to figure out the puzzle with these picture frames, you know? Very Resident Evil.
Escape room where you die. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, do you fuck around with the Resident Evil ever?
I haven't had a good night out alone with Resident Evil in years.
Wow.
In years. Is it worth diving back into? I'm still addicted to Marvel Rivals.
Well, last year I played Resident Evil 2 and 3, the remakes, and they're fantastic. Resident Evil 3, I think, is the best. so good.
Wait, which one?
And Resident Evil 3 has like you can like kind of dodge when zombies are grabbing you. You just got this
that's right.
That thing. But they took it out when they made Resident Evil 4, because I just last week downloaded Resident Evil 4 remake. Which
Resident Evil 4 is the big one, right? That's the one in the village, like in the Spanish village, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the last one that I beat.
Yeah, I never played it. So I played 2 and 3 when they originally came out, like in the late 90s, but never played 4. So this is a big moment for me.
Oh yeah.
Well, congratulations for diving in.
Thank you.
It's a big deal.
More than 10.
When Resident Evil 5 came out, though, my friend Travis and I played that together. We lived together, so he would go upstairs to his room, and then we would play that because it was the only co-op game of Resident Evil. It was awesome.
Resident Evil 3?
5
5 was the one in the African village?
Yeah.
That was co-op?
It was co-op. Yep.
I never got to play that. That one looked fucking scary though. What's the one with the hot mommy vampire?
I will say 5 is maybe one of the least scary out of all of them, by the way. And I don't think it's just because it's co-op, but there's a lot of daytime stuff. Resident Evil 7?
It is 7? Or I think it's Village. It's called like the Village or something.
Yeah, so 7 because the V and the
I want to play that, but I'm supposed to be scared. Doell, you're gonna be scared of like
that's first person
hot mommy vampire woman.
Yeah, but it's the kind of scared I want to be.
Right.
Well,
right, exactly.
I'm scared stiff, you know.
As they say in Futurama, scaroused.
Yes, I like that. All right, let's say hello to the chat because we got a lot of important things to talk about. Actually, I don't even know what we're talking about.
It's Resident Evil.
We don't prepare. We're not like those used to like. He's used to like have some and like geek that life.
Mean? We don't even know what we're talking about when we start. Craig just makes a thumbnail and he's like, "Are you kidding me?"
Okay. Well, you're in good company then.
Excellent.
Pizza flavored combos is here. Good morning. You got Nikki Linkhammer. You got Bradley. You got Spricky Crazy. Have you ever posted a video where you're not wearing a hat? I don't know. I don't know if I did.
You should go back and watch them to start.
I'll do an only fans where I'm not wearing a hat.
He can sort by oldest videos and then just start watching them one at a time.
Oh, you should. Yeah, you could probably find one, dude.
Find one.
Dude stuff. Allie Bean Bell. You got robot reviews, dude. Doell, I don't know if you saw, okay, but robot reviews.
Mm-hmm.
He approached your Canadian representative, one Todd McFarlane, on the con floor.
Nice.
And he asked him.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "What do you think of Mad Hatter?" and Todd McFarlane. Look, here's what he said. He literally said he said, I know who that is. And then he said,
is he talking about Batman?
Wait, well, hold on a second. He said, I like quirky people. And that's all he said. But he seemed to scowl when he brought up the name Mad Hatter. So right away, I feel like it's me. John doesn't think so. John is like, I think John is like on the fence. But he goes, I like quirky people. Why would you say that about the Mad Hatter character from DC? Like, you wouldn't say that. You'd be like, oh yeah, I like that villain.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe you're beefing with Todd McFarlane.
I'm not beefing. Todd McFarlane is my hero. I love Todd.
I love Todd too, except he doesn't make any women, so I'm kind of
no. Although he did make the Zatanna.
Like when he's got on the last hour of him having the
right.
Like why that should have been like wave 3. You know what I mean? Like
people love that Catwoman too.
The Catwoman is not John. That Catwoman is probably going to be better than the NECA Catwoman.
Oh, for sure. I mean, visually, it looks way better than the NECA one. The NECA one looks like when you tried to do. Let's see, what's the right? It's like Batman Returns, but it's the not fan service, but it's like for the fans that it's what am I thinking of? Like when you do a TV show and then 20 years later that you do like a one-off episode again, or you do like a like you bring it back and it's just like, well, let's put her back in the same suit. And it's like, well, she's not the same person.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's kind of like
they didn't tighten the corset enough, or they put too many on her at once. Like it's something real weird.
All right,
that corset.
We'll see. I'm curious to get it though. We got Cracked Open Games and Toys. You got what is Montu Jim Jam saying? He says, hey Ryan, I remember you from MPC. We worked together on Ghostbusters. You said you would lend me your TMNT 2012 series, and you never did.
Hey, guess what? I'm glad I didn't, because it sounds like I would have never gotten it back. I want to know who is Jim Jams, but yes, I did work at MPC, and yes, that's when I worked on Ghostbusters, and that was Ghostbusters is the last one I worked at. Well, MPC is what got my foot in the door into the industry, and then from there I went to ILM and then to Sony. So,
Ryan, just for those that may not know, especially if you're just saying MPC or whatever,
I'm just making up words.
Just making up words.
Acronyms.
If you want to, I mean, it sounds like you have no problems with it because you basically said it. Just let the people know what you do.
I work like production manager on feature animated films. So I make sure things get done. So MPC is an acronym, as stated before, for Moving Picture Company. They no longer exist in Vancouver thanks to Sonic and Cats. Imagine getting that as a doubleheader for your work.
Man.
That was kind of it. But I always kind of feel like if you can work MPC in the industry, you can pretty much work anywhere. So, but it was good. Like I said, got my foot in the door, and now I'm working at a studio that I absolutely love. So it's great.
It's great.
Oh man,
it's great. And you've put your finger in quite a few mini pies. Right?
Whoa, I thought John was going to say something else.
Yeah.
Pies.
Yeah. I got a few fingers in a few things.
The multi-talented Ryan Doell.
Yeah,
Doell, you
right.
also have you plug it afterwards, but you also have you're on. You got Gotham. You got like 7 channels, right?
Well, I got 3 channels. So Toy Anxiety was just supposed to be it. Then my friend Lexi was like, "We have to do a show about comics and talk about DC and Batman." I was like reluctant, and then we just did it. And then the moment we started doing it, maybe about a few months later, she's like, "And I'm pregnant, and I'm not sure when I'm going to do the show again." Wow. And it was just like, then she came back, and then she got pregnant again. Whoa. And then she came back for a little bit, and then then she had like a new job, which then completely messed up the schedule. And then that's when Alex joined, And then she was like, okay, I think I'm gonna come back. And then she ended up going to work at Disney, like Disney Sea and Disney Tokyo, as a Disney princess. Once again.
Right.
That's yeah.
Right.
So she went back to go be a Disney princess, but now she's back again, and she's already like, I think I might come back. I'm like, whatever you want, girl. Whatever
It's
you
almost
want.
like it's either
I thought you were gonna say, and then she got pregnant again as a
Right.
Disney princess.
Yeah.
or we're all waiting for Alex to be pregnant at this point. I think it's either like a curse of the channel, depending on how you look at it, or a blessing of the channel. So like from her perspective, every time she comes back, she gets some new thing.
It's a very potent channel.
Yeah.
It's that's the
I can
best
see
way to
that
put
people
it.
are just getting pregnant. Just so people know, I like how Doell just threw Alex. Doell's talking about the one, the genius, Mr. Alex Brewer of sculpting fame. This is the dude that if you're buying Mondo shit, there's a good chance you're putting money in his fucking pocket. This fucking Alex Brewer. Okay,
Yeah.
This guy is, and you meet him, he's like super modest, nice guy, but probably very rich. Let's face it, probably, off of your money, your hard-earned money, going Alex Brewer. So
thank you everyone for putting a shirt on his back. That's
yes.
what Hatter's trying to say.
Yes, exactly. Alex Brewer probably bought Doell the shirt on his back.
He did.
That's how he rolls.
Actually, he pays my rent.
He's a write-off.
It's been amazing.
Pickle D is in the chat. Let's go through a few other guys because there's some comments that are interesting. Rabbit McGavin right here. Toy Wander, Cracked Open Game. We got a lot of people here to see Ryan Doell, and then us if there's time. Elio, Just Allen doing things. Impossible Pie, Red Suya is coming. People, I have had more people ask me, hey, can you please make a Red Suya figure than Flipboard before Flipboard became a thing. People, here's a song. Is this a Red Suya song by J. Raymond Smith? They'll fight for freedom, whatever Red Suya causes trouble over. Hatter and Nostalgia are there. Yes.
G.I. Doll.
And then so much more, and then Toy Stalker, but nobody gives a fuck.
I was thinking this morning about another something that you could make for the Land of Nefertiti.
A Doell figure?
No, because he's already in the Mondoverse. So
that's right.
That's right.
I mean, look at this damn hat. I was thinking you could do premium NDA.
Oh,
that's a good one.
I like that. Premium NDA. Is that like a creature that comes with Red Suya or something? Or is it like...
I mean...
Does NDA stand for Nefarious Demon Asshole?
I like both these ideas. I like NDA plus Nefarious Demon Asshole.
Yeah, and premium DNA. I mean... NDA.
Right.
There's some premium DNA here though too. Let's
Yeah. We just gotta find a way to play with I was thinking about the name today. Premium DNA kind of sounds like it sounds like a eugenics kind of thing. And I don't like it.
What?
I like it less. It's like, it's like
DNA? What are you talking about?
Premium DNA. It just sounds like, I don't know.
Sounds like something RFK would say.
Yes.
Oh, because it's like we have we have the premium DNA.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. Juden. Yes. Yeah, that does it. But I do like premium NDA.
Yeah, it's too good.
What is the lawyer's assistant called? Like the person that has to run all the papers, and what is that? Like a legal aid or something?
Legal aid. Yeah.
Wonder if there's something, because I like to have figures that come. John knows this, but I like when the figure comes with like a little person, or a little, not a little person, but like
companion piece.
Yeah, companion piece. So
there you go.
It'd be cool to have a nefarious dog assistant versus cat. So
NDA is a nefarious dog assistant.
Ooh, I like that.
It's a Red Suya.
That's good. There. See, we just talked this out with the chat. We give you free ideas.
Okay,
you make money.
And then they have to pay for the figure later when they want it.
Yeah. Quick. So wait, one more quick question about Red Suya. Okay, since I use you guys plus the chat to basically spin this. What is there any legal recourse? I feel I'm protected under parody laws. There's
Absolutely.
no legal recourse, right?
Can't be.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but like, you know,
Sounds like you need a paralegal.
Parrot legal? Maybe there's a parrot or something. I'm just shooting, just ideas, guys. Just generating ideas.
A pair of eagles.
Yeah, something. I like NDA. I like premium NDA more.
Premium NDA is too good.
Yes, but Red Tsuya, guys, make my mark my words. Red Tsuya is gonna fucking happen. You're gonna see. Okay, what we don't want like another sexy barbarian chick out there. Come on, of course.
Only if she's blonde.
Well, we get some variants.
Anyway, the figure skater variant where she's got the stripes in her hair, like the gold medalist.
Stripes in her hair?
Have you not been watching the Olympics?
No, I'm watching the Olympics.
Yeah, maybe I am.
Dude,
the Winter Olympics.
No, I don't know anything about
that's where curling is.
Curling? Two-man luge?
That's not the Olympics.
That's
trust me.
It's one of those Canadian shows where the men make out again. God damn
it. Oh, Ryan. All right, what are we talking about? Doell, what are you into right now? What are the toys that you like? Toy Fair?
Yeah, I like a good toy fair. It's funny. I'm not really interested in Toy Fair, like in going, just because now everything is so instant, and you know everyone's just posting things right off the bat. Like it's not even day one, and companies are already showing you everything and that kind of stuff. So like for the amount of travel and like going to New York and all that kind of stuff, it's not really worth it to me to go. But I do like seeing some of the new stuff, or maybe stuff that maybe people aren't all posting at the same time.
Right.
You know, like it's kind of nice because NECA doesn't really release anything that kind of showcase stuff, either cons or this. So that's why people are like, NECA won. Well, of course NECA won. They didn't announce everything a week before the before Toy Fair.
Was that thing where people like announcing, like were the bigger companies like announcing?
Oh
like,
yeah, well, Hasbro did, and then of course Motu did by doing the big like reveal for the movie toys.
Oh yeah,
and they did that big poster for DC.
Yeah, and I feel like Mattel could have done. They could have held on for like 3 weeks and not shown off the K-pop stuff and not had the online promotion stuff and just had like this huge like, oh my god, what? And then go, and today for anybody that's a member or whatever can buy them. That would have been
so there's not really any like surprises, and I find that like when you look back at like what the toy shows was in the peak of like toy buying, not even collecting, just toy buying, when you look at how it was in like the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, it's kind of like you know, like not even every company likes to go to these things anymore, right? Like it's so it's kind of like, you know, I'd rather go not to a convention. Can we just all go pick a destination and just go hang out there for less money?
Like,
can we just all go stay at Justin's house?
Well, it's a trade show. Okay, so if people don't know, like Toy Fair is a trade show. It's not like a con.
It's business. And I get people giving me shit all the time. So keep telling people, it's like, if you want to see stuff and go behind the door, dress like you're supposed to be there. Don't dress like you're, you know, shopping at Walmart.
Right.
Present yourself in a way that you're there for business and that you care. Like,
I know you're a big proponent.
I conduct business. What happened?
He's a big proponent of the suit jacket. So he's got to be a big fan of Pixel Dan because he's always in a jacket.
Yeah, or Dan Larson. Any of my my
Dan
two
Larson,
Dans, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it is a vendor con. It's like E3 used to be back in the day, where you could only. I mean, I snuck into E3 twice, but this is like back when like it was like in LA and you could go there. But yeah, just so people know, you know, Toy Fair is not meant. I mean, civilians. It's not a civilian convention, but
they're press, Hatter. They're press.
Oh, they're press. Yeah, that's right. It's you can go there if you're press. But yeah, I mean, you're right. Look, I think like Mattel, because to the point that you guys are making, like Mattel like announced their shit like beforehand. I really think they don't give a fuck about Toy Fair. Like to them, that's like rote. They're like, well, we'll go because we got to go. But Mattel's like playing in such a big space that they're just like, yeah, we're announcing our shit whenever we want to announce it. And then yeah, if you like, we'll still get people, fanboys like Jay from Geek Dad Life that show up and do our reviews for us in a back room.
Yeah.
What do they care?
Hey, Jay, come to this back room.
Yeah, exactly. He was literally in they locked him in a back room. There's a video of him. It's like they found some room and they're like, here's these fucking figures. Go in there, review our shit, and fucking because he's like in this echoey like room, and so it's no skin off their back to do that, and they have the money for it. And then other people opt out. I saw a whole thing by did you guys see that post by Loyal Subjects where it was a whole rant? I could read it, but like it's a very angry, pithy rant about why going to Toy Fair sucks, why it's too expensive. It got a little weird because then he was like, bring it to LA, which is just as expensive. Right. So I was just like, but it's basically
it'd be cooler if you just brought it to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it started out okay if you read it, but then the subject is like, New York is too expensive. Go to LA and everybody can come and hang out in this. It's like, dude, LA sucks too. And LA's too fucking expensive. So it's like, that was not the great solution at the end. But that's what he was saying, because I guess he was trying to get ahead of like why Loyal Subjects was not there. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I still like Loyal Subjects for whatever I've never bought Loyal Subject stuff.
Yeah. Like, what is the thing Doell likes that Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. So no more Evil Bay. Dustin, of course there's Evil. Dude, I already paid for Evil. Evil Bay.
There could be more than one woman in a line. Who is this? Todd McFarlane in the chat?
We got a super chat right here. Oh my god, I'm choking. Alter Clark 1 with the $10 USD. 4-H should have told this lawyer to kiss off.
Like 4-H, like
thank
you
for the
yeah. Okay.
I mean, I would recommend going and watching their Mythic Legion's live streams, because all that gets addressed. It's basically just like, it's not worth the hassle kind of thing. Like, we'll just take it out. We'll take the heads out, lower the price of the figure by $10, and then we'll find a way to get these heads to you later.
Could they not do like a different shade of red?
Well, they were already made. The figures are already made.
Oh, the figures.
Because they're gonna, people will be able to buy them this month at the ZoloCon or whatever the hell it is.
Okay, explain this to me, because I don't search the internet trying to look for answers. I count on YouTubers to have all the knowledge.
Wow. So you didn't watch his video, is what you're saying?
So like that, I have not watched. I just saw the thing and I was like, oh, I need to watch this.
Doell doesn't even know where he is right now, John.
I don't need to.
Yeah.
I just know it's Canada. That's it.
Yeah.
So what is happening? So like, is this
the Four Horsemen made a figure, beautiful figure with like 5 different head sculpts. 2 of them were red hair. Then you had a blonde and I guess a brunette or black hair. One of the redhead options had face paint, and there was a lot of speculation once they were like, hey, due to whatever, we have to remove, we're just going to remove these 2 heads to avoid any issues. There are people claiming copyright or whatever, so we're just going to take them out. And then people were jumping all over, like, is it this company? Is it this company? Is it these people? Because there's 1,000 redheaded
everyone just
warriors.
had to get in their nose in the business.
Well, like, there are tons of redheaded warrior figures, and even some with face paint. Like what's the video game one with the red hair?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of too. And you said the face paint, red hair.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Blood Rain.
No. The one where she's like
are you talking
World
about
War
Horizon?
Horizon. Thank you.
Yeah.
So there's obviously like you said something which was right but wrong. So there's a lot of redheaded warriors, but it turns out it was Red Sonja Official, the account on Instagram, who was spamming the Mythic Legion's Instagram page where they showed off the figure, and every time somebody would comment about how awesome it is, no, thank you. The right after the comment on the Mythic Legion's post, Red Sonja Official was there going, "Get the official version at Boss Fight Studios now." Every single comment, it was just spam, 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 and then that's how we all kind of ultimately find out that it's Red Sonja Official account, who then was like DMing people that would post things like Dork Lair, or other people would make content and post, and then she would DM them, and it like basically like
wow,
crashing out, as the kids say these days.
You're
And then she would say, "You're harassing me. I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids. Leave me alone." And people are like, "You started this. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So we'll just say like something a little cuckoo kachoo
Yeah.
in the brain of that account. But I'm a shit starter when it feels right. And I had seen a post go up about this, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then as I'm commenting on the post, it disappears. And I was like, "This is crazy." So I DM the person, and they just explained some stuff. So I started making some stories, and they were like low effort, low level, more jokey kind of stuff for my stories.
Right.
And
right.
then the next morning I wake up and she blocked me. So the Red Sonja Official account was blocking people that had any issues with this situation. But then we had a lot of great like toy photographers like going in and basically beheading the official Boss Fight Studio Red Sonja.
I saw your stories with that. I saw had her post them too.
Which is funny, like from my perspective, Boss Fight Studio basically got dragged into the mix because they have an official figure. But they're like over here, they're like in the kitchen working on their dinner or whatever, and somebody's online getting pissed off, and they're like, hey, get out of the kitchen, come over here and be part of my problem. It's like, we just make the figure, like we don't care.
Yeah, we don't know really what Boss Fight's perspective on it, but it really is like the kind of thing where you go out with a girl and the girl starts a bunch of shit, and now you have to fight. You know what I mean? It's like, the guy's like, "Well, I'm not going to fight your girl, but I'll fucking fight you." And it's like, oh God, like I didn't want to fight anybody. So, everything John is saying. And then, John was taking a bunch of funny shots, and a bunch of people were taking shots. Toy photographers were taking shots. I came up with this Red Sonja character. That was my shot. Everybody was doing like their like shot, because to be very honest, and I don't know, Doell, what you look like what you see when you look at this character, but like I didn't even really think of Red Sonja. Like to me,
I didn't until you guys said it, because I remember looking at this and I was like, "Oh, this is badass," because it kind of reminded me more of just like Viking woman warrior, hack your head off. It didn't really come off barbarian. I actually think the brunette head comes off more barbarian than this one does, where this one's more like, this is the version I would put riding the bear that I ordered.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Like it's like because the
mean,
other
like,
two are great in their own right, but like this painted head just looks so savage. Like it just looks so cool.
This is like a Furiosa kind of
Furiosa. Yeah.
That's another great one. I have the Boss Fight Red Sonja. That thing gets incredibly loose, like immediately, like after posing it a little bit. It's a fine figure. It's just not great. And this is nothing against Boss Fight, like this whole ordeal. But considering the fact that I have that official one and I see this thing and I don't go, that looks like this official thing. I did not see that. It's almost like a forced, these are the same thing, right? Like you, oh no, we're telling you it's the same. And then you're like, I mean, I guess because they have armor and red hair, but looking at how scantily clad this one official one is, and this one just looks like a badass.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with, and again, nothing wrong with Boss Fight Studios. They're probably just sitting there going, "Can we just make our Fraggles and go to bed?"
Yeah, they probably don't. So, they probably don't give a shit. And it's like, yeah. So it's like, and then I didn't know the thing until John told me about like I'm a single or I'm a stay-at-home mom. Nobody gives a fuck. Like you jumped in. You're not the victim. You don't jump in and throw a punch and then and then play victim when somebody throws a punch back. I hate that shit. It's like, who cares that you're a mom with 3? We're not attacking your kids. We're not attacking the fact that you're a mom. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you know what you were doing. She
Karen'd her way in.
Yeah, she totally Karen, and then she tried to play the victim here. Let's go through a few chats. Has lived in Miami. He's never seen winter. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know what a fucking winter. And I live in California. There's no seasons here. We got super chats. Let's go a few of these super chats. We got the Great Dane. Why is everything so slow here? 199. Finally, a little class on the channel. Well, I assume he's talking about me, so thank you.
I do think he's talking about you.
Yeah.
And then we got the Great Dane again with another super chat. Thank you, sir. 199. Doell liked Toy Fair before it was cool.
I guess so. I guess it comes down to like, you'd see the reveals from Toy Fair in Toy Fair magazine.
Yeah.
And everything would have these nice, beautiful displays and like these backdrops and stuff for all these characters. And I think that's the showmanship just ain't there anymore.
No.
Yeah. Pepperidge Farm remembers, buddy. You got robot reviews with a $10 USD right over my face. Question Hatter. Johnny and Ryan. Okay. You guys ever watch the animated show Primal?
Yes.
If yes, which company would you want to see make figures? Well, thank you very much for the generous super chat. Doell, you are our guest. So you being the guest, please answer first.
Mondo Squads. Like, easy.
So yes, you watch it, and Mondo.
Yeah, I've watched it.
Is what you would pick for Primal?
That's right. Like if I want figures that I'm just gonna have on the shelf that are gonna be on model. Like, I'm not going to sit there and pose them and play with them. They're just going to go on the shelf. Mondo Squads.
I mean, I love Mondo Squads. It's great for things that are nearly impossible to articulate or just like don't make sense to go that hard into, like the Adventure Time figures. I cannot see this type of character being that successful in just a kind of static thing.
No, I'm with you on that, because at that point you might as well just get a maquette. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and leave it at that. But if we're going to pick a company to do it, just because they already do dinosaurs, they did an excellent job of being on model for K-pop Demon Hunters. I just say throw this one at Mattel as well.
Oh, Mattel. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, considering how brutal it is, it seems like Playmates might actually be interested in this now. Now that they've gone,
Playmates would be sweet.
Since they've gone so crazy with the dungeon,
dude,
Carl or whatever.
I like that idea. I also think we're seeing the new. You know what Playmates is? Playmates is like she just got a divorce, and now she's gonna pretty herself up, big time. And she's got something to prove. You're going to watch. I think the next year of Playmates or next 2 years, to what John is saying with that dungeon crawler shit that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Playmates is going to, they got something to prove, baby. Okay.
Wow. Remember that guy?
Which guy?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
The best.
we were at a panel for Playmates, and it was me, John, and my buddy Reese, and we were every reveal there was, you know how people will line up to ask questions like at a panel or whatever. There was a guy that everything Playmates put up, he was going, oh wow. And then they showed something else, and he's like, "Oh wow!" And like it got to the point where like John and I, my buddy, were looking at each other like this is like what's going on with this guy? But he was he had something in his pants.
Has anyone checked on him since they lost the Turtles license?
He may have died. I don't know.
No.
Oh no! Yeah.
Oh no! Oh wow!
That'd be awesome.
Oh man, yeah, he's probably dead. Super chat 5 USD. I was hoping to see something from the new TMNT line by Mondo Toys, but nada, or did I miss it? Thank you for the super chat.
Oh.
No, there was
Mondo wasn't there.
Yeah, Mondo was not there.
Funko was there.
Huh?
They had stuff there.
They did, but it was all part of the Funko booth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they were not showing. There was no Mondo like reveals there, but they'll
Is
definitely
Beast
show.
and Janine not enough for you?
I know that's Janine,
Right.
but Doell has to bump up Janine because his business partner makes it. No,
Well, I won the Beast yesterday on
Yeah, you
Mondo,
did. You
Mondo
son of a
Live.
bitch. What a cheat.
What happened?
I
The
won
Mondo Live last night. They were doing the giveaways.
Yeah, and I won.
Oh,
And Jay's hosting it. However,
Jay's
that makes sense. Jay's hosting the X-Men one. Let me talk about Beast. I know about Beast.
Yeah.
Why was Jay hosting a X-Men thing about like a Mondo thing about X-Men?
Yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop too, where I was like, okay, if it's not me,
Right.
why him?
Right.
Yeah, why didn't they go to, hold on. Wait a second, because Mondo watches this, so let's take him to task for a second.
Yeah,
so they did a Mondo toy talk.
Peter was out.
Peter's in Japan.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell everyone his business.
Okay, he's in Japan. He's staying at the DoubleTree and room. Okay, and then so they got Jay, not you, to host the thing about X-Men.
Yeah, it was weird, and I was kind of like, well, I guess Jay is really good at screen sharing, so I guess maybe that makes sense. Like he's really good at it. But yeah, it was still a good thing. But it's the thing is Jay got all like, when he was like, let's do trivia, let's see how much Doell really knows.
Yeah,
and I was like,
Hank McCoy date.
Yeah, and I was like,
days of the comics.
I was like, bang, and I was like, first, even though I was unsure, but I was like, I gotta say something first. I gotta at least try.
Yeah,
and I got it, and it was like the biggest screw you to those guys.
Oh wow,
it was like,
that's
now,
hilarious.
Guess what? Now that cost you a beast.
because they gave one away to somebody else because they commented like at the same time, I guess. And
no, he commented later, but he had the first and last name, and I was like, "Okay, you had enough time to Google that."
Yeah,
Like no one's gonna remember. I don't bet you even Alex didn't even know the last name.
No, Mondo. I think Mondo, you made a bad move. I love Jay, but you got to get somebody like Doell in. You know, if you're talking about X-Men. But Mondo's known for doing like they don't know who to talk to for the specialty things, like you know, I nothing against like Pixel. Wait,
I knew it was coming.
Oh yeah, it's nothing against Pixel Dan, but you don't send me
nothing against the guy that made. It has 2 volumes of TMNT toys.
Yeah, you exactly. You don't send me that Donatello to fucking review. Dude, I'll hype your shit up, Mondo. Okay, and just like Doell knows X-Men, I know TMNT. You know, it's like you know what they're doing. They chase waterfalls. They're like, oh, who's the? It's like you missed it. You
do
missed
your Peter impression because it is pretty good.
What happened?
Do your Peter impression because it's pretty good.
Hey, I think what's the perfect X-Men guy? No, not Doell. Yeah, Jay from Geek That Love. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I got to go to Japan now.
That's by Peter. What was the super chat? Trash around. I just don't want to miss any here. She looked more like the woman from Sinu with chant in the trailer. John, can you help me translate? I don't know what
is Sinu?
Trash around my plastic. What you got to clarify, buddy? You don't have to send another super chat.
I've seen enough of this chat.
Oh, we got royalty here. We got Toy Farce right here with the €2. Doell's shirt, Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale.
Nice.
And then I think we had another super chat. We got shelf presents right here with $2 USD.
Nice.
Well, stop complaining, Doell. You want a beast.
Yes, I did. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about anything. I love stuff.
I love stuff. You know me. I love stuff.
I love stuff.
Yeah. So Doell, you just get a fucking free beast. That really riles me up.
Yeah, it's funny. I think last month, or was it 2 months ago, I won the race dance as well. So things are. I'm not allowed to answer anymore. No more.
Oh,
No more.
Doell keeps winning. Speaking of Mondo, speaking of Mondo royalty, my friend of the channel, the maker of said Donatello that I was just talking about. Okay, Brandon doesn't look. Brandon, if he had the say so of like who gets to review, Brandon, he knows. But there's only so much. With a $5 super chat. Happy Friday to you guys. New TMNT 16 is coming. You guys are not ready for how rad Leo and Shredder are. Blurred Alert returns Monday. Tune in.
Yeah, at least he knows to pay for his sponsor, his ad placement.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to do a reveal?
What happened?
Do you think they're going to do the reveal on Blurred Alert? Is he allowed to do that? Because if he's allowed to do that, then Alex should be definitely like, here's your first look at Superman.
On Gotham,
on Gotham City Tonight. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, I don't know. Gash, can you do that? Can you reveal stuff?
Yeah, but only if Jay hosts
on the Blurred. If Jay will be the host.
Yeah,
welcome to Blurred Alert.
Blurred Alert.
Blurred Alert.
Hey everyone, welcome to Blurred Alert. We're gonna have a great show for you tonight.
It doesn't work with two things.
It's Blurred Alert.
Yeah, Blurred Alert.
There we go. I told you guys, I mentioned it in the live stream before, and I told, well, basically I tell everybody that I possibly can, but at Jay's event at San Diego Comic-Con, I was talking to a guy. Jay comes up, he's talking to me, and he's like, "Oh, I think I know you." He's like, "You do a show too?" He's like, "Yeah, I do a Geek Dad Life," and he did this in real life.
What a fucking nerd!
Yeah, it's just muscle memory. It's like maybe if he doesn't do this, he forgets the name of the channel. Geek Dad Life. What is it? Geek Dad, is it live or life? Geek Dad Live. Yeah, there we go.
Wait, where was this, John? Where did that happen?
That was at his event that he put together.
YouTubers Unite.
Oh my god! Wouldn't it be hilarious if right after he did the Geek Dad Life, like an overhead light just fell on him, like, and then you have to and he, I don't want, like, he doesn't get like he's just knocked out, but then you have to tell. You gotta, when you file a police report and do all that, and they're like, "Hey, what happened?" You got to be like, "I was talking to him, and he went you have to you gotta officially say that he does that." You know what I mean? And it would just be very funny if he goes Geek That Life, and I don't want Jay to get hurt. I don't know. I love you, Jay. I don't know why I get John. It's something about John here. Is like when I talk to Jay, because we're on a group chat and everybody's very nice to each other, but when John is like not physically, but like in my we just have to trash Jay for some reason.
We end up doing the same thing though.
Huh?
Wait, what happened?
Like, even if we're in that, like, because we are in another chat group where it's like Peter's in there and who's all in there, and Jay or whatever, and we just all of a sudden will just start dogpiling on Jay. Like,
what is it? Like, why do we?
Because he has a certain amount of subscribers, so we just have to like dogpile on.
But John has more subscribers than Jay does.
Yeah, but he's reached that. He got past that threshold of the dog pile. Jay's in that sweet spot.
Oh,
he's got more than us, but not as much as Jonathan.
Oh, got it. Okay. I don't know. I just think, but I love you, Jay. Okay.
Yes.
Sebastian Gomez here, also of Blurred Alert. Now we're missing Quip.
Yeah, where is Quip?
Huh?
Yeah, where is he? He's usually here.
Yeah, fuck you, Quip. We got another super chat right here. Sorry, Suno's Saga Hellblade 2 game trailer.
What is that? Hellblade 2.
Just get more in the.
Yeah, we're just like.
It's like Trash Around My Plastic will say something, then he'll clarify. And I told him, I was like, you don't have to. I said you don't have to send a super chat to clarify. You can just send the regular chat.
Well, he sent it to me, so yeah, he did have to pay this time.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Oh.
All right. I still don't know what we're talking about. But yes, the idea is, yes, we bully Jay. We don't like that Jay gets opportunities.
Oh, it's Hellblade. It's basically a girl with it looks more like that Mythic Legions figure than. Let me get. I'm gonna pull it up. Oh my god, this is crazy.
Yeah, John, why don't you share it? And while you pull it up, what is Brandon saying?
Pull it out.
Let me begin.
Here you go. So there's a version of her. Well, this is 2. So in 2, she has less paint. But if you go back to Hellblade, there you go. Look at that.
Oh.
Hellblade's gonna sue.
They have to sue Red Sonja now.
Yeah, they gotta sue. Yeah, everybody's gonna sue everybody.
And premium NDA will make sure that nobody ever gets the game.
Exactly. But be careful, because I think the person that makes that game is a stay-at-home mother of 3. So, completely invulnerable.
Hellblade is a stay-at-home mom of 4.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
So you got to really be.
Yeah. Not sure I can do reveals, but we'll ask. LOL. We need some exclusive pop art channel. Yeah, dude. Mondo can hook you up with a reveal, man. Like, they don't have to. They can be like, hey, you can reveal. They like you, or maybe not the full figure reveal, but here you reveal an accessory, reveal something. They come on, Mondo.
It's hard to gain traction as a live stream only channel.
It is, of course, yeah. Because
you have, an hour to 2 hours, and people that have never seen the channel, it's going to be really hard to get them to show up and like commit to that time frame. So maybe make some clippies, clip out some like little segments so you can post for like shorts or smaller videos or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Since Peter's never going to let you reveal anything because he's a real sack of balls.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's
in Japan right now, just catching strays, not knowing why.
Yeah.
I heard somebody's talking. He's gonna jump on. Hey, get me in. I heard somebody's talking about me.
Look at that, Razor gifting 10 memberships. Let's go through them real quick. I think that these are all going to be pretty much like new people, and so it's not going to be any surprises here. There's going to be a new. Oh wait, Mikkel Stapler is a member, so he wasn't one before. That one makes me sad. You got. You got. By the way, don't take my guilt seriously. I know sometimes people I guilt them about the member chat, and then they think, I'm just joking around. Defel, Parkle, Miffle, Joe, and there's a whole. I can't go through all these. For some reason, my shit is fucking slow. But thank you for the 10 memberships. Okay, keeping the lights on. Yeah. So Doell, here's what I want to ask you. What was your favorite thing from? I know you kind of trashed Toy Fair. You kind of played like you were elite about it, which is
like I am better. I am better than Toy Fair.
Exactly. You came off like you're better. You when you first started talking about where you work, you also kind of like it was. There's like an
above it. I'm just above, right?
You're above it, and you have that. John, didn't we? No, we didn't. No, never mind.
Yeah, I make the entertainment you buy toys for. That's the thing, right? So
wait, what happened?
I make the entertainment that you all buy toys
for.
Right.
You are our better.
That's right. Yeah.
But what did you like? What did you like, Mo? What was like your jam at the Toy Fair?
It's probably gonna have. There's a few things that I like. God damn it! Why would you ask that? DuckTales, obviously, because I think there's so much potential in that line. Obviously, McDonald Land is something I've been asking for, and NECA finally just said, let's just give Doell what he wants. Let's just make him some stupid toys. I love the K-pop Demon Hunter line from Mattel. I think that's going to be awesome. And I like the Trick or Treat Studios horror Polly Pockets.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
I like those a lot.
Speaking of K-pop, it's really unfortunate that like It would have been cool if Mondo knew like ahead of time that they could have gotten a hold of that license.
If there's only someone that told them a year ahead of time when the movie was announced on Variety that this was in the works, for something to just look into.
But John, maybe those deals were already made by then.
They weren't.
No,
they were not.
Oh no.
This isn't just like, we're not just playing with words here. Like this is the reality was a certain person who works at Sony that worked on the film was like, hey, you got to get in on this.
Yeah. No, that was pretty much it. Yeah. I just, because it was, once it got officially announced, it was just like, I can't tell you anything really about it other than this one image they released, but you should reach out to Sony and you should look into this.
Which would have been affordable by then.
That's the problem, Mondo, is that, you got to be ahead of the curve. Your fingers around the pulse, but it's just like your J decision for X-Men and not Doell. It's like, but here's the thing: once Doell becomes cool and you blow up, then it's like, let's get Doell. No, you got to get Doell in now to host your X-Men stuff. Just how like you got to get the Flipboard license now, not like once it blows up, because like we've had those conversations and I always make my jokes and they kind of dance around like, hey, yeah, Flipboard, yeah, that's cool. No, that's gonna be the fucking thing. Okay. And by then it's gonna be too expensive. But if you want to pay me, that's fine. But it's like, you don't get in once you're the belle of the ball. You get in beforehand.
Right. Have you ever thought of this, Hatter? Of going to Tommy Hodges and getting a 1/6 scale Tommy Hodges Flipboard?
Tommy Hodges designed 2 Flipboard heads.
Yeah, but I mean like a 1/6,
he probably Tommy Hodges would probably do. I will say this: Tommy Hodges was almost in on wave 2, but there were issues. There were some issues. Okay, he's very busy, but he did one in. But he on his own sculpted 2 Flipboard heads because Tommy can read the tea leaves. Tommy knows what's cool before it becomes cool. You know what I mean? Like Tommy has a good eye for that. We don't need it like,
He's a good dude.
Yeah. I mean, Tommy's crazy. John can testify. Tommy's crazy, but he's a great crazy. But he's also very smart when it comes to like knowing stuff. But it's like once something becomes cool, it's like K-pop Demon Hunters now. It's like that party's over. That ship has sailed. You don't get that license now. You know what I mean? But like, you have to listen. You got to keep your ear to the ground. Okay. You don't just go with the sure bet. You got to know what's going to be the next fucking thing.
Right.
Like Flipboard.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Cryptoids as well. I'm going to throw cryptoids in that pool of cool.
Yes. So Doell, just to go back to the topic at hand, you said you like the NECA stuff. Mm-hmm. You said I knew you would love. When I saw the McDonald's stuff, I'm like, Doell's gonna go nuts when for that stuff. What did you think of I mean, it wasn't a full reveal they kind of announced it before, but the TMNT G.I. Joe crossover shit.
I think all the TMNT crossover stuff so far has been a blast. I think it's so much fun, and I think these are just as fun. I love that Donatello looks like Hector from Mondo.
He does.
I love that. I like that this is our second Sailor Mikey I think we've ever received. Ever, right? But I think all of these look great. I think these are all super fun. That's it. I like it. I like the vehicles. I think the villains are actually the shining stars of this toy line. There they are.
Dude, that's fucking... Yeah, these are all... I love that Slash more than I should. Like,
why weren't they doing sculpts like these before? Like, if they did this a year ago, like with sculpts like these, no weird, wacky textures. And look at that face expression on Slash. And even if you go over to Krang and the Destro Krang, which to me, this is like that's the best figure in the line.
It's nice.
Man, if they just started with this a year ago.
Dude, if they had this at that panel that John and I went to, it would have been a whole different... Dude, that panel we went to was a fucking bore. It was not even worth the room. It was not even worth collecting all those execs in there.
Yeah,
and
then they had AI Power Ranger commercials.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They showed the worst AI. It was the equivalent of like those pretty much those dumb AI videos where it's a figure and he's like, hello, like that. But a Power Ranger, it was so non-eventful. We were all looking at each other like, does anybody want to just go eat pizza or something? Like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's more.
I was so against their panel that I didn't even want pizza.
Oh, yes, wow. That's right.
You boycotted the turtles. You've disappointed me. I don't even want to like party, dude.
If it makes you want to not eat pizza, that is like a terrible space to be in.
I know.
Yeah. I will say the only thing that was on our mind at that time was, of course, the what was that called? The breakfast place.
Oh my God. Isn't it called the breakfast place?
But there was like a section, the name of the street, the name of that little part. It's whatever that was called.
Fuck.
But yeah, oh my God, the best Japanese breakfast chicken sandwich. It was so good.
Oh, we had the greatest sandwich ever. That's what John and I remember the most. Like with like two.
Yeah, and then because it was so good and we wanted to go back to get it again, it was closed when we got there. So we were like, well, let's just eat at this place. It has good reviews. And it was probably the worst experience of a restaurant food. Like everything was garbage.
You
went from one extreme to the other?
Yeah. The smoking gun. Overpriced. Awful. All right. So we got a super chat from Trash Around My Plastic. Says, nope, no deal. K-pop movie was Ninja Sleeper hit. So people jumped on late after the surprise success, but still possible. 18 Hot Toys made them so. I mean, yeah, I guess, the difference is just that you had like they had an inside scoop basically saying like, hey, get it now. Psst, hey, it's like insider trading in a way.
But it was just kind of like, but it was just illegal. Me just giving them a heads up of just like, you should just look into this. It wasn't because when you already see the designs and you see where the movie's going and what it's going to be, you're just like, man, if people find this movie, it's going to be huge. Like you just know it, you see it. And all of a sudden it's like, and then it did exactly that. It was insane. I never expected the soundtrack to take off like it did either.
Oh, dude, crazy. It's like they put everything they had into making every song a hit.
It's a fucking hit.
Yeah.
So fortune favors those that can, again, read the tea leaves and know, because everybody can like look at big properties and be like, yeah, let's get that. But it's like, it's fortune favors the bold. Fortune favors the, like the dude. I don't know if you guys ever saw the fucking documentary on the dude that started the Playmates Ninja Turtles line, pretty much. It's like, that was a dude who like nobody was listening to him. He had to knock on a bunch of doors
with a giant plush.
Ninja Turtles. Oh my! What happened?
He had that giant plush with him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Where he was talking about driving around with this giant plush turtle.
Yes.
They
dude. If you guys in the chat want to go watch that documentary about like everybody thinks like, oh yeah, slam dunk and this and that. It's like no. This guy took a comic property. He went around to every toy place and he was just like knocking on doors. People were not taking him seriously. They're like, Ninja Turtle, what? And then like, finally he got a deal. That deal made that's the shit that I have to like respect the most is like, what's going to be not the popular thing now. What's going to be the next thing? What's going to be the thing that like, that we can be on the ground floor because he made that company. He just basically fucking made that company. Anybody can look at a big property and be like, let's make toys of that. It's like, who cares? But yeah, that's.
I think that's another reason why Playmates losing the license is such a bummer.
Yeah.
Right, because they were the ones that said, yeah, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, and they put everything into it.
And they knocked it out of the ballpark too. Like I know a lot of folks have always said like, I wish the toys looked more like the cartoon. I don't. I think the toys look better than the cartoon. Yeah.
No, for sure. And look, I'm obviously, we know some people in Mondo, so I'm picking on Mondo, but I'm talking about every toy company should like just. But there are also smart moves, like and I'm not saying it because Alex Brewer, is somebody that we all like know, but it's like the decision to take Alex Brewer's like sculpts. Look at the heat around there and say, let's make those into figures. them talking to Hasbro and Hasbro going, you want to play $100, and then Mondo going, okay, we'll do $100. You know, we'll do that deal. I think is fucking brilliant. You know what I mean? Like that. That's a move where it's like you were on the ground floor, ear to the ground, and you were like, we can make something here, and they did.
Yeah. Yep.
I think we have a super chat that no, well, John, you read the trash around my plastic. There was another one here. Ben Diesel, 85 right here. I'm not a big fan of TMNT crossover stuff, but the G.I. Joe crossover is legit with the $5. Thank you, sir. It is legit. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite crossovers, the TMNT crossovers already. We got Black Machina with a 199
Black Machina, I would assume.
Oh, Black Machina. Okay. With a 199 and another 499 from Black Machina. I'm gonna just go with Black Machina. I'm so mad that Super 7 fumbled the G.I. Joe cartoon line. NGAs to make 40 custom myself. I dare not say like I dare not say no. I'll just go NGA because I don't want to lose this channel and my life savings. So
you're correct.
Make 40 customs myself. You gotta make some customs, man, because that G.I. Joe does suck. And then the Super 7 G.I. Joe suck. Super chat from $5 trash around my plastic. So basically, Sony is a silent partner. Don't waste your time. We gave that franchise to Netflix. We don't need it.
Oh, that's wrong. So Sony is definitely not a silent partner. It's a very loud partner.
Ooh, right.
That was part of a 5 animated picture deal that Sony did with Netflix. If you could name the other 4 animated movies, which I doubt you can, let me know.
Ooh.
So that is part of a picture deal. So Netflix pretty much paid to get that movie made. So that's how that works on their side. Unfortunately for Sony did, like, they do this all the time. They did this with Spider-Man as well. When Columbia got Spider-Man, they were very much like, yeah, we'll do the movie. Do you guys want to do the merchandise too? Nah. Right. And so Disney just rakes in all the money from all the Spider-Man stuff that Sony makes. So it's the same kind of deal here. However, Sony does make the money off the soundtrack from the music. So they're still eating well. Like it's not in a bad spot. And now because of how that deal went with that one-off movie, for the sequel, anything coming out after, they have to completely renegotiate the deal to how that's going to work. And I believe I think by this time, I'm sure they've already sorted out a new deal. But don't worry. Sony's doing fine. Netflix is doing fine. Everybody's doing fine.
Whoa.
Nobody's giving shit away. It's just like, everyone chill. Because Sony still has it, right? Like, it's just they have to work together on it.
I like Insider Duel.
Little insider.
Yeah, I like what an insider you are. Robot Reviews with a $5 super chat. Thank you, buddy. I just want to go on record and say, Robot Reviews is saying this. I'm not necessarily saying this. Fuck Super 7. Okay, I'm good. No. No. I mean, people very passionate. Let's just talk Super 7 just for like a second, though. Like, because we don't get you a lot. What are your thoughts about? First of all, I was surprised Super 7 had like a whole booth, like they had a whole giant booth at the Toy Fair. I thought the booth days were done, but any interest in any of the new Super 7? They're doing the Tiger Sharks. They're doing
Visionaries.
But the Visionaries are reactions. I don't know.
But I'm excited. I'm down with that. I'm curious about their Shrek line.
They got Shrek.
I'm assuming Law and Order is going to be O-rings.
I was going to bring up Law and Order. I have to imagine you're a giant Law and Order fan because of that shirt. I don't know what the correlation is, but Did you get excited that you get Marissa Hargitay? What's her name?
Mariska Hargitay?
Yeah, isn't that Law and Order? Did I
Sure.
get it right?
Yeah.
It's in the Love Guru as like a
Love Guru.
Yeah.
Oh, but you guys don't go hard on the Super 7 trashing in your neck of the woods.
What's the point? Like,
it's fun.
I
Yeah,
guess
it's fun. It's just a fun thing to do.
I mean, I kind of do. Like, if you've ever seen any of the stuff where I like talk about toys, there's always a little dig into Super 7 that I can't help but to do for whatever reason. It's just, and I know I've talked so much shit about how they dealt with the Simpsons line because it had so much potential.
Yeah.
And then to start it off with like, how about we don't do the main characters?
Mm-hmm.
What are you? What is happening? Why would you not do that? But it is unfortunate that the Crest of the Clown, they were told they had to take out the cigar smoking head, because that, to me, I was like, oh man, that's worth it. And then all of a sudden it was like, nope. I was like, oh well, okay. And that whole line just started off like bumpy from the get-go, and I kind of felt like, and then not being necessarily clear about their Disney line.
Right.
I think that was another thing too, because I was like, so can they do Disney princesses? Could they do Disney Afternoon? Like what falls into
like, if as much as I'm tired of talking about Robin Hood, like are we only getting Robin Hood? There's a whole cast.
Right? That dude.
They
could have done like an ultimate giant Little John, and it would have been amazing.
Of course,
and the sheriff.
Their Alice in Wonderland figure was like really bad.
Oh, was it?
I've just seen it like in stores. Like the face on it looks like that glossy, waxy stuff from like candles.
Oh yeah,
like it looked like you could take her out of the box, put her on a cake, and light the top of her head. That's how bad it was.
Oof.
Yeah, that's not good. I did get the Robin Hood because that was like the best one out of the line. But when they started doing Fantasia, I'm like, if they don't start doing those sexy centaurs, I'll be really mad. And then they didn't do the sexy centaurs, so I'm like, well, what's the point?
Yeah,
what's the point if you're gonna do Fantasia?
Looked good.
Which one?
Their Fantasia shit looked kind of good.
Well, yeah,
like, there was some hits and misses in that whole line.
His knees get a little weak, classically, loose joints, but it was a good Mickey Mouse.
I get so weak in the knees.
That's something that Disney needs to do, is like just make a good line of like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, the basics.
Yeah.
Just do a good articulated.
Maybe NECA will. Maybe if this DuckTales things does well for them, maybe they move into like doing like a movie line or something like that. I mean, who's going to do it better than them?
God, it's endless too. Imagine some Fox and the Hound.
Yeah, it's endless. It really is endless. like you could just have like every wave just be like from a different movie. You know what I mean? Like it really is endless.
And the fact they didn't do that either, which is also weird. Like, why wouldn't you do like they did? Like what, the last Kick at the Can was a wave of Nightmare Before Christmas, which has been done to death.
Yes. But those figures are really nice though.
They are really nice, but so are the NECA ones.
It that, but they perfected. You're not going to get like a better Jack and Sally than the NECA ones that I did a review of them last year. Or 2 years ago. They're great.
I almost made for the topic of this stream was going to be these both exist in 2026, and it was going to be the Harry Potter things that they just announced, and then like anything new that they have going on. You know, it's like how do both of these things exist from the same company? It's just
right. Oh yeah, that Harry Potter, that was weird, dude. Remember when we were looking at that Harry Potter like diorama?
Yeah, but that was like a partnership with somebody, and it was a cool diorama. But the
scale was like,
they just released a Harry Potter statue things from like that they made like 20 years ago, and people were
I
like,
didn't even see those.
And apparently there were like posts from them at one point saying like with upgraded articulation or something like that, like months ago or something, and then they rebuild them, and it's just like Harry like that, and it doesn't look like him. It's really, really bad. Like, it is definitely ancient. It's like when they redid the Beetlejuice stuff, but there's no new to go with it.
No new to go. Yeah, it sounds like right extension shit.
Yeah,
probably. We got to extend right, so let's just come out. What would you guys? What would be your guys's dream? Like, let's say NECA was like, we're doing figures from this movie. Like, what would be like the number one or up there where you're like, this is the Disney movie I want figures from?
Oh, Robin Hood for me, for sure.
Robin Hood. Well, I do want those sexy centaurs. I'm not going to let that go. Freddie Moore, man, he was an amazing animator. By the way, he directed that and designed that sequence for Fantasia. He was also the animator who did all the mermaids in Peter Pan. So,
oh wow,
fun fact.
We were only trying to drown her.
Yeah. Which one? There's a part of me that really wants Beauty and the Beast because I really want a Gaston figure that is just amazing.
Oh my god, dude! Can you imagine like an ultimate Gaston?
Yeah, I think about it every day. There's not whenever I go to the kitchen and make a sandwich, I'm sitting there going,
articulates like Gaston.
Oh my god, dude!
Right? Like he'd be so good because you could do like the mirror with the electric effects on it.
He's got Beast. He's got
the cape going, dude. You could do so much with him.
Yeah. I mean, just based on seeing the stuff that NECA's done with the DuckTales, I am like completely behind them as a company to make any of the Disney stuff because it was just so perfectly done.
Yeah, it was really well done. I agree.
If they use that same energy, which they will, for like that would. Oh my god, I want a Gaston figure.
He is like one of the best villains. I used to tell people all the time
awesome
that he's like
he's the hero of that story.
Well, he kept saying like my favorite Disney princess Gaston, and
dude, Gaston is awesome. Okay,
and I kept they're like he's so toxic, and I was like, you telling me Beast isn't toxic? Belle should have moved out of Paris and moved into London with Jane from Tarzan, and then went and explored the jungle together. Take that as you wish.
Dude, the Beast is an asshole. Okay, he's an asshole in the beginning of the movie because he turns away like a homeless lady from his castle.
Yeah,
so she curses him. Okay, so right out the gate,
and then takes his whole like all his employees with him on this curse.
Yeah. It takes everybody on this curse, imprisons a woman.
Yep.
Yells at her, and he doesn't kill her, but like he's an asshole.
Here's the best thing they could do with Beauty and the Beast. They could do Lumiere, and then they do human Lumiere with candle Lumiere.
Ooh, yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Same with that hot French made duster.
Yes,
right?
When he walks by and he's like, va va boom.
Yeah. Oh, it was okay. So when I was in Japan and I went on the Beauty and the Beast ride, and I was like, I'm there with my friends, and I'm like, if they got the French maid here, I will lose my shit. And then we get to the end, I'm like, holy shit, she's here, like fully animatronic. And I was like, God bless Japan.
Oh my god, I gotta go to Japan. Trash Round Plastic, $2. What is the deal with Spider-Verse 3 and Goat?
I guess with Sony.
Well, those are Sony movies.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse 3, don't know. Goat just came out last week, and it is awesome. If you love beautiful animation and it's funny, the environments, like the layouts and the backgrounds in that show, I have never seen anything like it. It's so
it's different than like Space Jam 2 backgrounds.
They took every Sony IP and they put them in the background. It's like these really uncanny valley versions of them. But no, Goat's really good. Don't sleep on Goat.
Got it. Okay.
Goat.
And also I ordered those toys from Jada because Jada made 4 figures from that.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're really good. Yeah.
Good. Scotty Quippin is saying Belle is literally walking through the city singing about how she's better than everyone.
See, and that's why her and we are like one.
Wait, hold on. Is the song about how she's better than everyone?
Well, she's smarter than everyone. She's so much more than this provincial life, you know?
Oh, she's like, but I mean, can't you just mean that like everybody's kind of like doing their own thing, and she wants like? I guess you can look at it like
she feels like it's like everybody feeling locked down about their hometown. Like I got to get out of here.
I read it more exactly. I read it more like Luke Skywalker. Like I want to get out of here. Like I want to do something. You know, everybody's doing
I guess that's what happens when you read books. You realize that you're smarter than
other adventures out there. Dude, remember when Gaston was searching through the castle and he goes, "You really think she would fuck you over me?" And he said that. That was amazing.
And then he like flexes. He grabs his thigh. Yeah.
Dude, Gaston is a fuck. Dude, Gaston. I'm so glad you said it. It's probably my top 5 Disney characters that I love.
Oh, easy. And he's got the best song. One of the best songs outside of Scar's song.
Yes, yeah.
No one
spits like Gaston, dude. The guy spits. Brandon Gash, super chat, $2 USD. Treasure Planet or Atlantis figures would go hard. Yes, they would. The animated style on those 2 movies, fucking is choice.
Not Disney, but Fern Gully. Get me Fern Gully as well.
Oh wow,
Fern Gully.
Have you seen when the villain like transforms into like mud from a skeleton? Like that whole like it's so fun.
Dude, there's so many great options from back then that would just rock. Some Fievel goes west, like American Tell stuff.
Dude. Someone says Don Bluth. Someone mentioned Don Bluth in the chat as well. And
dude, you can
translate. Give me that.
The what? Oh, Rockadoodle. Oh my god, that's a Don Bluth stuff would translate. Back in the day, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them, but they did make Dragon Lair figures. This was like 30. This was.
But have they done Space Ace? I love Dragon's Lair and Space Ace.
Like no, they don't. Of course, Doell would go for the more obscure one, like Space Ace. Dude, nobody.
No, I'm saying both. because I love Dragon's Lair as well. I think it's such beautiful. So it's beautifully designed.
Yeah. Dude, do you know when you guys were playing Dragon's Lair and Space Ace, you were basically playing a laser disc with a remote control in the middle of the arcade cabinet, and so if you guys don't know, Dragon's Lair is a cartoon. I mean, you're watching a cartoon and you're making choices by either hitting the button or up, down, left, right. But that whole thing is based around, it's just a laser disc in the middle of a fucking arcade cabinet, and you're just using a remote to say up takes you to this scene, down takes you to the death scene. That's what that whole thing was. And
it's a memory game as well.
What happened?
Yes,
it's a memory game. So it's kind of like once you figure out the timing and you hear the bloop, right? Yeah. Like then you just have to remember: do you press up, down, left, right? You know, it's just
exactly.
And because you'll always go into a different part of the story. Maybe not necessarily in the order, but you just have to remember. It's like, oh, this is where the boulder comes down. Click left. Right.
Yes. Alter Clark with the super chat, $2. Beauty liked it though. Oh, you liked it, didn't you?
Yeah, I bet you did.
Quip really has. I think we galvanized Quip with Beauty and the Beast. He's saying Beast imprisons her dad because he picked a rose, then does a prisoner swap for Belle. Yeah. He picks a rose.
Yeah.
Then he shows her his library, and she's like, "I love him." Sure, that's gonna.
As soon as she's like, there was no prenup back then, so the moment she gets married, she's like, "All right, half this castle's mine, bitch. Get out."
Exactly. I mean, hold on. Are we because Belle saw all that shit, and she's like, "Dude, this guy's got money." Are we discovering that Belle is kind of like, she's like a golden, because Gaston did not have was Gaston rich? He was like a hunter. He wasn't rich, right?
She also pulled the old trick of I can change him.
Because he has money.
But also, well, you know what? I don't need to go on a great adventure.
Right. Yeah.
I could just go right out of town.
I can go right out of town and I can just live in this library because he has money.
She never has to do anything. She doesn't even have to
go on an adventure when you can read one.
Yep. She's like, "Are you going to come to bed, honey?" "No, I'm just going to be here in the library reading a book." And she's actually got her own bedroom, in the book.
Yeah. And she had, by the way, she had no idea that he was going to turn into a prince. So you know, she was just kind of like gonna be like, look, this guy's rich.
Yeah, maybe there's like a deleted scene where she's like, wait, you gonna turn into a human?
And then, it's funny when he does, and her first like reaction is kind of like, okay.
Yeah. Just
Like,
don't
dude,
shave, I guess.
Gaston's still alive, right? Like,
dude, I really do believe. I know people do this a lot, but like, I do really believe Gaston is the hero. Or at least he's not as bad as you're making him out to be.
he's a meathead. He's not a.
Yeah, but he's a meathead. So is Johnny Lawrence. Does that mean like that he deserves to die? Like he dies at the end of that movie,
right? So he did a little bit of fear mongering, not the best, right? He did kind of just throw Belle's dad down the basement stairs of crazy old Maurice.
That is true.
Not the best. He did kind of just take her book and throw it in the mud, but at the same time, girl, experience your environment around you. Just put the book down for 1 second, live your life. Touch some grass.
That's true.
Right? But probably not the best way to show it. However, this was a man who had everything he could have in this town. Anything. And it wasn't that she was necessarily a prize, but he was also like, he was ready to settle down. He could have been like just railroading his way through those 3 blondes.
Yeah.
And he was still just like,
that's true.
Hey, I'm going to settle down here. I'm going to have kids with this woman. He sees the potential and how smart she is, knowing that she's going to raise these kids to be smart and strong like him. It's just smart like her, strong like him. They'd be unstoppable. They'd be a small town Paris power couple.
That's exactly right. He wanted to be a power couple. Look, you know, like, yeah, he wanted her to be a goodly wife, but does he deserve to die? Does he? And by the way, when he did see Beast in the mirror, he looked like a pretty fucking scary beast, you know, like I would also be like, hey, we got to get that girl out of there.
Yeah. So he would have got like, he's like, yep, got to get her out of there. This beast is like crazy and he's holding her hostage. And 2, that head's going to look great in my bar.
Exactly.
So what if we just do like a Maleficent thing and tell his perspective?
Yeah.
I think
he's not as bad as we thought. You know, normally
here's the unfortunate thing about the world we live in. If Gaston was a woman, they'd do that. But he's like a macho dude, so they don't want to do that. Dude, John, that's a great idea. Of course you should do that. But like, you know,
it just turns out he suffers from like male loneliness depression. Yeah. Or the male loneliness epidemic. Like,
So somebody in some office somewhere in Burbank is like, no, we can't do that.
Well, we can't touch that
ourselves then. So whenever he's like, you know, I really like this spell girl, and I want to go say something to her, and all the guys around him like, nah, you gotta, show her like how tough you are. You gotta, and he's like, I don't know if that's right. He's like, no, come on, go do it. And then
he's cracking like his 11th out of a dozen eggs.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What about this? What if Gaston, he's got like some father who's like, you got to be macho. You got to be,
he's like, he's
exactly.
like Billy.
That's what I'm saying. Like the guys around him, everybody's like forcing him to be this character he doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
And then
would we like that?
This would be a live action, obviously. But then when we get that song that like no one but Gaston, and then there's like a moment where he kind of like turns and when he like leaves the bar and he's walking out and it's raining and it's dark and he's alone and he's like, and no one loves like and he just bunches up his jacket and
no one shares feelings like Gaston. No one opens his heart to his love like Gaston.
No one wishes his father would just accept him and love him like
no one wants more acceptance than me.
Yes. I think we can make this happen. I think we just find a way to toe the line. Because here's what's going to happen. When we pitch this to Disney, as the 3 of us will, they're going to be like, what? That's just a macho cat. We go, no. Hold on a second. Okay. We play their game. We say, yes, he is. Yes, he is. But we will find out why he's this way.
Yeah.
We will show you the other side of him. We'll show you who's controlling him, how he was raised. Okay. Yeah. We get, I don't know, Channing Tatum, whatever. He's on board. and then you make $1 billion of the Gaston movie, and here's the poster, guys. You ready for it? It's just his chest hair. It's
yes,
on his chest hair, and it just says
open.
Gaston.
That's it, dude.
You just made $1 billion for you, Disney. Congratulations. All right, we got to speed through this, and then we got to do. Ryan Doell, you are going to brutally massacre somebody's shelf. Super chat $5. I have one simple request from you guys. When the end is nigh, ooh, this one's getting dark, guys. Please end the chat while singing the Rescue Rangers theme song. Ryan starts. Oh, I like that. Robot Reviews, I like that. Like, so I thought you meant the end of our lives, but when we cut off, maybe we pass off the Rescue Rangers theme song, even though, and we'll see how.
I can't remember. I only remember
I
only remember the chorus. I'd have to like hum the first part.
I know that the first words is sometimes some crimes, so I can start it off, and then I can pass it off to either John or you. Nobody tell him the lyrics in the chat. Trash My Plastic, $10. First off, you got to see the French version. Second, Belle's totally like Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors. All I thought of during the book scene was how she wanted to get away from Skid Row. Yeah, I did see. Thank you, by the way, Trash My Plastic. There is a French Beauty and the Beast. I saw it because the director that did it did one of the Silent Hill movies. It was a pretty good movie, if that's the one you're talking about. It was very dark. But if that is the one that you are referring, it had like a French name, like La Petite La Belle. And then we got Sebastian Gomez with a super chat, $5. Have you guys seen all the 30th anniversary Space Jam merch that's out there now? We need toys. It's in the zeitgeist. By the way, thank you for the $5. Dolly, have you seen the Sebastian Gomez amazing Space Jam stuff? Which I know
absolutely.
So we got to acknowledge.
Yes, absolutely. I've seen that. I love his Mighty Duck stuff as well. But let's face it, we need that Sebastian Gomez Lola Bunny figure like today.
We do need a Sebastian. We do need that bunny. Actually, I thought of Sebastian for an Affinity figure if I can get Wave 2 funded. So I will guilt him into sculpting that figure, because I was talking to somebody and they're like, dude, Sebastian would be great for that. So
guilt works, man. Guilt works.
Yeah, exactly. So you better not say fucking no to me. Okay, so Doell, are you ready to F somebody's shelf? Or in Canada, you go. Do they have the letter F in Canada? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Frickin'.
Right. Oh, frickin'.
Also, friendly works. Free healthcare. That's the other F we use.
Ooh, how dare you? How dare you?
That is offensive to us.
Yes.
That's like saying cunt.
John, you can't say that.
Such a tasty word.
That is tasty.
Is.
All right, let's F yourself, because I got to go to work. Unlike you guys, I'm not fucking wealthy and can just talk forever.
Oh, you should try doing that sometime.
Try being wealthy.
Here we go. I added some new names today. So
did you add Hatter's anal bead? Is that? Is that the one you added, Jonathan?
No comment, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, this is golden.
How big is that bead?
Speaking of K-pop, this is golden, baby.
I'm
gonna save this, even though
this is golden, baby.
Here we go.
Good luck.
Is that a figure under the giant book? Like, what happens if that book slides over and just like? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's paper. Oh, it's acrylic. It's an acrylic figure.
Right. Ooh, this one is dull. So I know you gotta criticize this one, but you being somebody that works on Spider-Man movies, you gotta sort of be a little careful here, man. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Could be spoilers here. Ultraman and Spider-Verse 3 confirmed.
Well, you can't dunk on anything. We got a Spider Noir back there if you want to plug that movie.
Well, it's going to be on Amazon Prime. It looks cool. Looks great.
It's going to be on Amazon Prime?
Yeah. I think. I don't know if it's coming out in theater. I'm living my own life, man.
Doell, are you gonna trash this shelf anytime soon, or what's going on?
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to like analyze it because I don't understand whose gun that is in front of everybody.
Yeah, why is there just a gun?
Why is there just a gun? Like, are they reaching for the gun? And then there's like some anime dude back there too.
Yeah. So we got yeah, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know. There's no figure that would carry a sniper rifle in this lineup.
Yeah, who?
There was like a Punisher or something, but no.
There's not...
Get this
Tom
little
Holland
kaiju.
Spider-Man? Yeah.
That's actually a great analysis. I don't think there is one figure that should hold that rifle.
My other ride is your mom.
This is a very
and then
strange
living with
thing.
dying. How does this? I'm more interested in this than the
my
toys,
other ride
to
is
be
your
honest.
mom, and then living with dying is to get
dude.
Well, it's clearly a student. I mean, we're definitely looking at a younger person than we are.
Right.
So I think
men will literally collect Spider-Man figures with one sniper rifle before going to therapy.
Got some can. What's he drinking, guys? What's the bet? Can
is
you
that a monster?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But it's got some kind of texture pattern.
Right. That's why I was like, maybe it's an energy drink.
Maybe it's one of those Peter Pabst Blue Ribbon Jimmy Jams.
Jimmy Jams, one of those Attack Peter beers.
No, I think he's too young for that.
No, well, I don't think Andy. I think John's right. Andy is a student, so I don't think Andy's dying. I hope not, Andy.
I hope not.
I think he is. He's doing some reading.
Let's just go through these books. So we have poems from Edgar Allan Poe.
Right,
Mary
that's
Shelley's.
a great idea. Yes,
yeah, always fun, always uplifting.
Yeah.
Yes,
Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Mary Shelley's from. Okay, so the original. Okay, all right.
The Little Prince is
the
good.
Little Prince. Fight Club.
Yeah. And then Fight Club.
Wow. Solaris.
So do you have a Christopher Nolan Joker poster up somewhere as well to go with some of this?
He's got good taste in books.
He's got good taste in books. Yeah. There's no I can't roast the books.
The interpretation of he has a Sigmund Freud book.
Wow.
So he's definitely a student.
Two Freud books.
Man.
Yeah.
He should be dating Gaston with this book collection.
Dude, he's got Philip K. Dick. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Do you guys know that that's what Blade Runner is based on?
Yeah. Dude, Wonderful Wizard of Oz? But he's actually reading it?
451? Okay.
He's actually reading it. This is great. Hey, so Andy, gonna say you got a great taste in reading.
Yeah, get your mind out of that books. Let's play Gaston.
Yeah.
Play the part. Get your mind out of the books. Live in the world you live in right now with all these action figures and try to make sense of what's in front of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Like, yeah. And how about get rid of these toys and just get more books?
Yeah, just get more. I like this comment. This picture is an origin story for a DC villain.
Yeah.
It really is.
Fight Club and then living with dying. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not the one dying, right? Like,
yeah. He's like the student. He's like, I gotta find a cure, But then, of course, he turns himself into something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're actually like treading on some real scarecrow predatory.
I know. Is that his bed, by the way, to the left?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. He's a student of the game.
Okay, so I guess one of my criticisms is why are you a student, bro? Can't you just
be older already?
Graduate and just be make tons of money, bro?
Well, he'll graduate and have lots of debt. Because that's how college works now.
That is true.
Being a toy collector on top of that, that's double debt.
Oof.
Yes. Can we just spotlight chat that Doell really never effed this shelf? Like, he's actually being very nice and complimentary.
I can't help it.
I knew this was gonna happen. Dude, even Pixel Dan, who's like super nice guy.
Dan, yeah.
It's a super nice guy, was like, trashed trashed it, and then Wade from Unparalleled. He has a lot of anger in him. That man.
Oh
like,
man, we learned a lot about him.
Yeah, like, Dole's just a nice guy. That's it, chat. Dole's just a nice guy. He doesn't want to make any.
Yeah, what's with all the words in those books? Don't you have any hentai like a real man?
Anyway, Dolsky, thank you for jumping on. Okay. Making time from making movies.
Whoa.
You fucking Hollywood big shot. Dole is just so anybody doesn't know, Dole is a Hollywood big shot. You know how we know? You know how I know? And this is, I'm somebody that, as I work as a writer sometimes in Hollywood, is I know this because John and I asked Dole, I was like, hey, let's get a coffee when you're here. Nothing, just completely ignored our chat, and then literally hit us up.
That's how you know I'm Hollywood. And I was like, you know what? I'll get you in the books. if you could text my assistant, she'll get you on the calendar.
We know, Dole, you Hollywood, you schmoozer.
We're both Hollywood boys. Did you guys read this one earlier?
Yes, we went through this because I mentioned that I saw this movie that he's talking about.
Oh, okay. All right, that's when I was looking for stuff.
So. Dolsky, you got anything to plug? You want to do some business? Go ahead.
No, business time. Oh God, where do I start? Okay, Tuesday nights, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We do Toy Anxiety with the YHS crew, and then on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific, myself, Alex Brewer, and every now and then again, Alice. She comes on as well. She's an effects artist, and she also has a comic
and
called.
A princess.
What's that?
And a princess, right?
No, that's Lexi.
Oh. So what do we?
But Alice,
never there when I watch, so
yeah.
I don't know.
So Alice, she's an incredible artist as well. She has her own comic on the side called All Haven Academy over on webtoons.com. And then that's on, and we just talk about comics and superhero toys. And if Alex has something to reveal or something is dropping, then Alex will actually do full-on breakdowns of the Mondo figures and what went into them. And even if he didn't work on them, he'll just say, he'll give everyone else, their flowers. It's great. It's great to get some insight behind the scenes on how some of this stuff is made. And that's it. That's really it.
That old quote about not reading books and looking at hentai is a direct quote from the Gaston's father in his origin story. It explains Gaston's visceral reaction to saying, dude, Quip is on it with this Gaston stuff. He's very I know Quip you got as a daughter, so I think he's had a lot of time to probably gestate, as I have. By the way, I'm an expert in Paw Patrol now. So it does happen where you just but Quip might have to co-write the Beauty and the Beast movie that we're pitching to do the Gaston movie that we're gonna.
Do you throw your own puppy parties now that you're big?
No, because no one comes.
I do want to acknowledge earlier, I did see that Quip had posted that he almost army built the Super 7 hippos.
Oh my God, that would be crazy.
But he's an inbox guy. So how do you army build with inbox?
Oh,
just you just stack it behind itself on the shelf?
Dude, Quip, John just fucking took a shot at you, man. And I think it was a good shot.
Are you gonna take that? Are you gonna
Well, it's time to end the stream before you can reply. So
great. Now he's gonna end up in a fist fight with Hatter because his girlfriend got him in trouble.
I fight. I don't do fist fight. I do like Muay Thai. Like I'm all legs. John can attest to that.
Oh yeah, but now you're a dad now, so it's like you're doing this and also.
Exactly.
Okay.
100%. We're gonna leave this chat up here. It says Dole is great because Dole, you are great.
Thank you,
have been a friend for many years, and we do appreciate your input on this. You are funny dude, and we know funny. Trust me.
Oh, dude, there is stuff that Hatter and I have texted or voice messaged to each other, and it's always like super. Like when your name pops up on my phone, I'm already like giggling because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good because this is this is going to be a cancelable offense.
Yes,
and then,
a lot of.
And then I doubled down.
Yeah. Yes. Doell, I will say this: as somebody who works in Hollywood, and I kind of work in Hollywood, we will get canceled for any of the chats that go before.
Well, the good thing is that Apple won't let anybody into your phones, no matter what. So there you go.
There it is.
Thank you, Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. We
Apple,
got to get out of here. I do like that one suggestion that was there. And since Doell is wearing a shirt, I'm assuming he's an expert with the Rescue Rangers. So we are going to do
Stolen Valor.
Stolen Valor. We're going to prove it right now. Okay. By singing the Rescue Ranger, I'll start it off. Sometimes some crimes go slipping through the cracks. Next person.
Gadgets, babe. For a mouse, she's really hot.
Well, that didn't rhyme.
Chip and Dale.
Rescue Ranger.